And as you guys can see now, they are pushing hard back against the Central Powers now. Welcome back to another video by me, Entertainment Factory 16. And for today's video, as you can see, we're doing another reaction video, and I'm doing this reaction video to another one of Maps in a Nutshell's video, because someone on one of my other reaction videos to Map in a Nutshell's other previous videos said they wanted to see this video. Basically, it will pop up on the screen right now of the comment, basically. And before we get into reacting into this video, if you guys can please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so World War I starts with Serbia, the Black Hand from Serbia, killing the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, who was in control of Austria-Hungary, which is the country right here, basically. Okay. And right now we see army size on the Western Front, 3 million for the Axis powers, or the Central Powers, yes. And then the Triple Entente, which is the Allied powers, basically, for the Western Front, about 2,200,000. Where the Serbian and Austria-Hungarian fronts, 450,000 for the Austrian-Hungarian army, and the Serbian army has about 325,000. Then the Russo-Ottoman front, about 200,000 Ottoman forces and about 123,000 Russian forces. And then the Eastern Front has about 2,650,000 Russian forces, and then 1,400,000 German and Austro-Hungarian forces. Okay, so let's see here. Looks like Germany is invading part of Russia right now, but currently where Poland would be today is where they're invading, basically. And I see they're now invading the Baltic states, pretty sure. Okay, let's see here now. So the Western Front has... Oh, there's a new front, the Italian and Austro-Hungarian front. So right now, the Italian forces have about 300 to 400,000 forces, and the Austro-Hungarian forces have about 350,000. The Western armies have, for the Axis, or again Central Power, 3 million and about 330,000. And then the Triple Entente, or the Allied forces, have 2,610,000 forces. And then the Serbian front has about 310,000 Austro-Hungarian forces and about 260,000 Serbian forces. And then also we see the, I forgot what it's called, the Gallipoli campaign. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I forgot what it was. Oh, and now Bulgaria joins the war, as you guys can see, and they're now destroying Serbia, as you guys can see right there. They're pushing against the Serbian forces. And as you see now, the Bulgarian forces, 275,000, Austro-Hungarian, about the same. And then Serbia forces are down to about 50,000. And as you can see, they're continuing to go down low. And let's see over here. So now on the Russian Ottoman front, we see about 200,000 Russian forces and about 305,000 Ottoman forces. The Eastern Front, it looks like Germany has progressed significantly into Russian territory. Russian army has about 3,700,000 troops, or in forces. And the German and Austro-Hungarian army have about 2,450,000. And then over here in the Western Front, it's getting incredibly close in the army size over here. It's about to cross. The Allied forces now have more forces on the Western Front than the Central Powers do. But right now, the Triple Entente, or the Allied forces, have about 3 million troops or forces in number, and the Central Powers have about 2,920,000. Then by the Italian Austro-Hungarian front, we have about 500,000 Italian forces and about 330,000 Austro-Hungarian forces. And as you can see, it looks like Italian forces are going in a little bit, into a little bit of Austro-Hungarian land right now. And right now, let's see here. So again, the Russian and Ottoman front. Oh, and then Romania joins the war, as you guys can see over here. And it's pushing Austro-Hungarian back quite fast right now. But let's see what happens now. Okay, they're pushing back. Oh no, look at that. Romania's getting pushed back now. Yep, their land, Romania's land is now getting invaded. Okay, but over by the Ottoman and Russian front, we have Russia invading into the Ottomans' territory. And then the Russian forces are about 260,000 in size, and the Ottoman just hit 375,000 in size of their army and forces. And then the Eastern Front with the Russia versus Germany and Austro-Hungarian, their Russian army is down to almost 4 million in forces, and the German and Austro-Hungarian army is down to about 2,200,000. And then back to the Italian Austro-Hungarian front, where about 520,000 Italian forces are there and about 300,000 Austro-Hungarian forces. Then in the Western Front, where it's a close dead even again in their sizes, but still right now the Central Powers still have slightly more forces. Right now, Central Power forces for the Western Front have 2,500,000, and the Triple Entente or Allied forces have 2,400,000, continuing to decrease though. By the Russian Ottoman front, we have 300,000 Russians and we have 360,000 Ottomans. And then over here, we see in the Russian front, the Eastern Front basically, 2,400,000 Russian forces, and the Central Powers have about 1,200,000 in forces on the Eastern Front. And then over here, Greece actually joined the war. I didn't notice that, but Greece's force number is at 82,000 about, and they are basically allied with the Allies, and the Central Power forces are about 90,000. Oh, it looks like the Central Powers are pushing into Italy now, with a force number on the Italian front at about 410,000, and the Italian forces at about 440,000. Then by the Western Front, we can see Central Powers have about 1,750,000, as the Allied or Triple Entente forces have about 1,450,000. And also, if you're wondering what's going on over here by the Eastern Front, this is during the Bolsheviks rising. So basically, Russia comes out of the war. Basically, you'll see what I mean. Yep, there it is. Bolsheviks got into power of Russia and took them out of the war. But the Central Powers continued taking more land from basically Russia at the time. And the Eastern Front has about 900,000 Central Power troops. And then by the Greece area, Allied troops have 120,000, Central Power troop number at about 101,000. Then the Italian front, we have Central Power numbers at about 505,000, going down now in numbers. The Italian forces are going up, and going up to about 500,000. The Western Front has more Allied or Triple Entente forces now at about 1,700,000, while the Central Power forces are continuing to decrease quite rapidly to 1,300,000. Okay, then let's see here. The troop level of the amount of Central Power troops in the Eastern Front is continuing to decrease. It's now about down to 725,000. And as you guys can see now, they are pushing hard back against the Central Powers now. Hard back. Austro-Hungarians out of the war, and that's basically how the war ends. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you guys did, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.